Hey, me and Spags had the conversation about T5 yesterday. T5 is like one of his favorite players, and I told Spags, I think I'm in the next in line. But he brought a sense of leadership, him and Frank Clark, sense of tenacity that this team was missing to get over that hump to win a ring. And we created a lot of special moments with those guys.
Steve was just mentioning how not take this for granted. And I know that message was out to the young guys, but how do you take that message when Steve says not take this for granted, even though you know it's training camp, it's St. Joe, it's hot, you guys work out?
Well, you never know how many more of these training camps you got, man. As players, naturally, we want this to last forever, but physically, the body takes a toll. And over time, you get to see that the younger guys are faster, you're a little slower, and you don't move the same. So you definitely got to cherish these moments, cherish these individuals that you get to battle with every day, and enjoy the process.
Chris, you were joking yesterday a little bit with George. What did it mean for you, the team, to take care of him and for you to be alone?
I mean, George, you watch over the years how he's progressed and how his game has grown, and I'm so proud to have my boy back for the next 5 to 6 years, man. And he worked his butt off for it. He didn't take any shortcuts, didn't cut any corners, and I'm super proud. He's been all in, and the Chiefs did right by him.
Chris, when you said just a realization that maybe some young guys start to get faster and stuff, it seemed like maybe you had that realization a couple of years ago, just with the offseason and work that you put in. Is that part of your motivation in the offseason, just knowing that you want to prepare for a long haul?
Not at all. Listen, these guys are getting bigger, stronger, and faster. Physically wise, I stay in some really good shape throughout the offseason. These guys in college are built different now, man. And you got a guy like Omar, 315, who can run like a 4.7, 4.8, and that's just where the game is at right now. For me, I just focus on what I can control, stay in shape, and try to be the best me every day.
What have you seen from Omar so far?
He's young, but he has a lot of raw talent. He's going to be a great asset for the D-line. He can rush the passer, quick out of the stance, and got to work on his techniques and fundamental, but I think he's going to be a great asset for us this upcoming season.
Can you take us through the other end of the story that Spags just told about you chasing down Patrick, and maybe there's a new rule in place?
I didn't know he was going to tell all my business. He's known for that. So we have a rule in practice. Once I cross the line of scrimmage or beat a player, I can't chase Patrick because, Patrick does some crazy stuff behind the line of scrimmage at times, and it gets very competitive out there because, you can't touch the quarterback, so the quarterback can extend and hold the ball for like 5 or 6 seconds after the play. So we was in the battle, and I had to show Pat that I can really catch you. I just chilled after I beat the guy because we got to stay 5 to 10 yards away from the quarterback. And they got serious one day and ended up pulling the groin. I was like, you know what, Pat, you got it. Spags had a one-on-one with me, pulled me aside. I didn't know he was just going to come out here and tell all my business today. I wanted it to stay low-key, but it's out there. No. It was a couple years ago, like 4 or 5 years ago. It's Delulu.
At training camp? Is this training camp during the season?
It was during the season, like right before a playoff game. Right before the Super Bowl in Miami. I was like out it was during that week.
Before Tennessee, maybe?
No, yeah, you're right. Yeah, absolutely right.
What are you seeing from Suamataia and Josh Simmons, two guys that they're battling for a spot, have a lot of youth, but also a lot of talent. What are you seeing from them on the offensive line?
Great competition. We got a lot of moving parts amongst the offensive line, a lot of new faces, and it's a good competitive battle. Good for us also as D-line that we can get after them. And you got to enjoy this competition, man. I think we've reiterated this over the years. We have one of the hardest training camps, and I think after this training camp, they'll be able to evaluate and see who's the best fit for it. But I actually like it because, the change up amongst the offensive line, you got so many guys that can play so many different places, guard, tackle, that it makes us better on the offensive line. Also challenge us as the defensive line.
Last one here. Chris, controlling what you can control. I know you want to win a Super Bowl, but individually, what's left for you to accomplish? What's your individual goals?
Well, what I'm focused on right now is trying to grow this mustache out. The right side is patchy. No, man, getting better every day, honestly. Competing every day, making sure I set the standard for the D-line. I think we was top 20 in sacks last year, which I completely take accountability for. We got to get back at it, rushing the quarterback amongst us four without blitzing, and making sure we're on our stuff. I was about to say it. I held my mouth. Thank you, guys.
Mamicita. No, I'm just playing. I'm feeling really good, having fun with the guys, excited to be back out here in this environment. It's a beautiful setting.
How much better do you feel now physically with the leg compared to when you came back last year?
Mentally, physically prepared, and just excited to be around the guys. I love being around them. It brings the culture that's all about.
You mentioned maybe you added a little bit of weight for this season. Like, what are some of the things that you did in the off season to try to prepare your body for this year?
Mentally got with a trainer and ate a lot of food, had fun with the fam, and enjoyed the moment. But most importantly, took those days where I was able to work and took advantage of it.
Do you feel like you learned something about yourself going through everything last year? You feel like you learned something about yourself going through everything last year?
Definitely. Just finding ways to get better, and most importantly, building off of last year. Came around this time last year, I was feeling good, feeling healthy about myself. Went into the season, 2 games in, got injured, so now it's around that time where didn't play too much football, so this is my time to get back on the grind and just took advantage of that off season.
Together with Kareem and Elijah, how would you describe the running back room as a whole?
Oh, it's phenomenal. We got guys that you can't, depend on. As far as saying that they're only doing one thing. You can't just say that about us. You got guys just playing all different roles, having fun with it, and just competing.
How would you describe your relationship with Andy Reid?
Oh, it's a great relationship. It reminds me of all my coaches that I played for. I love playing for all those coaches, and it makes me play harder for knowing how much he cares about his guys.
With Rashard Smith, I see him out here with Tony Hicks. You have that role as a rookie. I just wonder what kind of role you have, relationship you have with him, knowing that maybe he's on a little bit of a similar trajectory.
Oh, it's great. He's a 7th-round pick, and I had that similar role. And when I came in here, and it's finding ways to get better, and that's on the special teams, wherever it may be, building a relationship with guys so you could learn a little bit more about them. And as far as the game itself, competing.
A few years ago, you had a goal of getting 1,000 yards. What are your goals coming into this season?
Same thing, 1,000 yards. Let's go get it.
To follow up on the Rashard thing, how much can playing special teams help integrate you into the offense as well?
It builds you for those moments where, coach, we might be in a playoff game and you might took that rep in camp and you were that guy that had the backup and now you're in because that guy's hurt. So just having that mental rep for when the opportunity comes, it sets itself and you're prepared for the moment.
It meant a lot, honestly. I still talk to him to this day. Ask him questions as far as livelihood, how to manage life after football, without football, obviously, because he has a lot of businesses he does outside of the sport. And then obviously in the grass, I feel like just learning his IQ. He's been in the league different years, longer years than me, different system as well. So he has a little bit more IQ for certain things. So I obviously always ask him questions, feeding into it. I also know he has a baby girl as well, so now we talking on that aspect too as far as family. So that's a big bro that I'm gonna take with me outside of football.
You feel like that's a leadership role that you can step into now that you've been in the league for a couple of years and he's moved on?
Yeah, for sure. But I lead in my own way. You feel me? We got a lot of leaders on this team, different faces. But at the end of the day, the train keep going.
Bryan, what tells you James Hicks is ready for an elevator?
How many times, sir?
What tells you James Hicks is ready for an elevator role?
One, I feel like his capacity to learn. He's learning at a very rapid rate, which is pretty good, and as well as the fact that he's always high energy, things like that. So sometimes if some of our vets are a little low that day, he will bring the energy, bring the juice. And then I said before, he's always ready to learn.
Bryan, when you look at the way the offense is trying to throw the ball deep a lot, when you look at it from a defensive standpoint, how would you evaluate you guys in that area last year? How much does them working on that help maybe you guys work on?
I'm sorry, repeat the question.
The downfield passing game that the offense has been throwing at you, how would you evaluate how you guys were defending that a year ago, and how much does it help you sort of prepare
Oh, I mean, it helps a lot. You know, we got the pieces back, which I know Patrick is very happy about. And for us, you know, we can grease up the hamstrings, make sure we, you know, ready to run. And the challenges are on cylinders. You know, anybody at any given time can go deep. Pause for some of y'all, you know, be medium crazy. At any, you know, alignment. So for us, I think just having awareness of who on the field and where they at definitely does, you know, help our IQ for sure.
Brian, last year your rookie deal. Just how do you view this year for yourself personally?
Honestly, just being myself. You know, it's been a long career. You know, I have my ups and downs, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, things like that. But I have a wife, I have kids, and other than them, you know, everything else is kind of just icing on the cake.
How is fatherhood going for you?
Best thing in the world, man. Yeah, best thing in the world. Wouldn't trade it for anything.
Go ahead, Matt, and then we'll go Nate.
Tyrann Mathieu left this team just before you got here, but you ever watch what he did with the Chiefs? And was he a player that you watched when you were growing up?
Oh yeah, for sure. You know, he transcended the game at LSU. I know I watched a lot of his highlights growing up, and then even when I came into the building, you know, being able to watch him, you know, in the NFL time, as far as like me stepping into some of the same type of rim and field, and understanding how he plays the game and how it, you know, transcended. But honestly, just keep learning from him as well as other players that came before me, you know. So he definitely is the person that I look up to as far as, you know, understanding the game, understanding the play style, and one of them smaller guys who has a lot of heart. So definitely keep that in repertoire for me.
Go ahead, Nate.
Brian, I know a lot of you guys from the 22 class have not experienced a playoff loss until the Super Bowl.
Say it again?
You and the rest of the guys from the 22 draft.
Nah, I know. I just wanted to hear it.
Yeah. Had not lost postseason until the Super Bowl. How much of that was discussed during the offseason? How much was that a motivation or inspiration for you individually, or perhaps as a group?
I mean, you know, we took a heartbreaking loss, but at the same time, you know, we looked up and we didn't realize that we accomplished history too for the most franchise wins. So it's just understanding too what the ultimate goal is and why we do this. You know, why we come to training camp, why we wake up at certain times of the day, and obviously putting things into your body as far as like replenishing and things like that. It's all for that bigger goal, and for us to come short was unfortunate. But you look at the bright side, like I went to 3 straight in 3 years. You know what I'm saying? It's been a league, so that's all I know. So for my first postseason loss to be in the Super Bowl, I mean, I'll take that any day of the week.
We're going to go last two, Matt and Steve.
Brian, you got to try to catch the Cincinnati-Nebraska game in Kansas City.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, for sure. I'm excited though. I went home too for it, so I'm excited. My coaches and some of the guys are there. I'm excited for what they got going. I know Coach Merritt, his son played for Nebraska, don't he? Yeah. I believe so. Yeah. So
What's your confidence level that Cincinnati will beat Nebraska next month in Arrowhead?
I mean, I'm very confident. That's into what I've seen from my team. You know, I don't know what Nebraska has, but I'm gonna cheer against a team I don't know. Cheer for a team I don't know.